Hello and welcome to Rivertown in Cities Skylines 2. Today we are taking a look at more education. There's some changes here that I want to show you and to tell you about what happened. And we're bringing in more people today. The reason why we're bringing more people is because if you look at the job list, we have around 15,500 people or open positions for people of all skill levels except uneducated. Obviously, to fix the uneducated people, we can't just target jobs for uneducated. We can start with that, but as the industries level up, they will need more qualified people, and the job will transition to other areas as well. So that's not sustainable. What we had to do is to offer more school. But if we ignore the numbers in here and you look at how many schools we have, it's just insane. If you look at this, just like which city has something like that in real life? I hardly doubt we will ever find one, especially with the number of elementary schools that we have in here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11, and 14, and do we have any other? 14 elementary schools just here, plus the high schools, plus the colleges and university. So this is a little bit insane. But as you can see, our demand, or capacity, I should say, is quite good at the moment. So I reinstalled the school balancer mod, or something like that, and that doubles the elementary school. I can show you how that looks like actually. If we go here, school capacity balancer, that's the name of the mod. Elementary school, 200% more. High school, 125%. College, 135%. And university, 135%. So just elementary school really doubling the capacity in there. Because this is just insane and doesn't really make much sense to have as many schools in the city. Now this looks better, and I left the game running as well because we had this new patch, the decorators patch, and there are some bug fixes, changed with the homeless. I removed the bye-bye homeless, by the way, and population has been going up and down quite crazily. As you can see, the citizens moving went down, the citizens moving out, like just gone away, which is kind of weird because I'm pretty sure we have a lot of homeless in the city. If we find a park, to take a look at, this is a monument, this is not a park here. So yeah, you can see the homeless in there. If we go over here, I'm pretty sure we have a park in here as well. Yeah, that's homeless over here, homeless over there, and in the middle as well. So this is a little bit odd. I don't know if that actually fixed the issue, but the older mod is actually, I say older mod, the bye-bye homeless mod is actually not working anymore. So I really not sure what I should do in there. I'll keep an eye on this. If we need to do anything, we'll do whatever we need to do. Otherwise, I don't know. I have to kind of figure out what to do. If that doesn't solve, maybe we need to start a new city because the patch broke it, or there is another fix. I saw then, I think City Planner had a fix. He kind of resolved that by opening dev mode, changing settings in there. I really didn't want to do this because I don't think that's realistic for all the cities that are out there and how people actually use it. So yeah, I'm avoiding to do that. So education is there, population will keep growing in this area. I think this is the one of the last remaining areas that we can build on. We can, if I see what I can buy here, you can buy all the way to the mountains, which we won't make any use of that. But there is a little bit of land in here that I could make use, but I don't know if I will. Nothing much in this area, very hilly over here as well. We have mountains, like this map has a lot of mountains and a lot of space, a lot of smaller islands, which I might not do anything. But here is an area that we'll build. So if anything, we'll build in here and over here where we prepared the land earlier on. So this is where we start working on this area, and I will build more low density residential, and then I'll probably transition into medium, and I want to build some low rent housing. We don't have any in the city as far as I know, or as far as I remember. But I feel like we need some places for them to help these people that are struggling in the city. So this is what I'll do. I'll also use something in my favor, like for example, the welfare office to help anyone that might be struggling. We don't have anything in this area, might use it around here where we have this big server farm, which by the way, I'll just upgrade it because I can. And the internet over here should be good as far as I know. Yeah, look at that, pretty good. For some reason it just stops here and then gets yellow greenish over there. But even if I put another tower in here, it doesn't even make any difference. That's interesting. But if I put another server in there, that actually work. Okay, but I won't. Just saying. Just saying. So I'll jump in the build. I will get some more housing and check with the ability to get these people all the way to work. As you can see, we need more labor and we need highly educated and well educated in here. Some fully educated as well. But I will provide that, and I'll take a look at this and see if there is anything else that we can or should provide to the city. Could provide more wood, would provide more metal ore, more coal and rock, and that would help us with material good, which help us with material good, especially on this. We kind of do a lot of software in here, and software need electronics. For electronics, we need plastic and minerals. And for plastic, we are producing enough minerals, we produce enough, but mineral use rock and plastic use chemicals and petrochemicals. So, and they use oil. Yeah, we may need more rocks too, because they use mineral as well. And for material, I think we should be good, but yeah, it would be good to get more rock in there. I'll take a look at this, see what we can do and how we can improve all this area, and then we will be back.
driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
This is Second Moon Radio, classical for the modern age. Unlike most modern music, classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their imaginations as guides through a silent, audible masterpiece. Now, here we sit, listening at full volume, and our souls are transported. But let us not tarry. On to the next rapisode.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
You're back with Second Moon Radio, your second musical home from home. So settle back in your chair, pour yourself a glass, and prepare for another hour of musical delight. Tonight, we are doing a musical tour of Italia. Land of art and culture. Que bon, as they say. And an aria inspired by the infamous Vivaldi shall be our guide.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement. Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation in hand. This has been a local public service announcement.
This is Second Moon Radio, classical for the modern age. Unlike most modern music, classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their imaginations as guides through a silent audial masterpiece. Now, here we sit, listening at full volume, and our souls are transported. But let us not tarry. On to the next rapisode.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement. Pending updates to our power grid, the city will be experiencing rolling blackouts. We urge the public to remain calm during these breaks in service and to follow the guidelines on the city's website on how to plan for these temporary events. This has been a local public service announcement.
What kind of future does music have if it doesn't look to its past? Well, I say the question speaks for itself. Here on Second Moon, we know you can't move forward unless you keep both eyes steadily trained on what's behind you.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
Local authorities are urging the public to conserve water and reduce the burden on the city during this water shortage. Consider installing a low flush toilet, cut back on watering the lawn, and shower with a friend whenever possible. This has been a local public service announcement. A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
That was truly superfluous. Masterful counterpart. You're listening to Second Moon Radio, the station of levitated tastes. Don't touch that dial.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
How delightful. Another letter from our erstwhile listeners. What's up, honey? Me and my sister love you. Oh, that's nice. Y'all got clarinets and violins, but you got something most music these days ain't. Oh, let me guess. Lineage traced back to the great Haydn himself? Let's see here. Y'all got soul. Oh, yes, soul. A raison d'etre? Delicious. My sisters say whoever you got playing the keys got more funk in his pinky. But I told her that ain't funk. That's classical. Yes, indeed. That must be most exacerbating. Classical music has been known since the time of the early explorers. Funk, by contrast, is an entirely modern conceit, and you'll find none of that here. Funk, as they say, is for the lay person. Now, let's hear another one of those soulful cants.
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe. This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
This is Second Moon Radio, classical for the modern age. Unlike most modern music, classical has always been penned by someone sitting in front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their imaginations as guides through a silent, audible masterpiece. Now, here we sit, listening at full volume, and our souls are transported. But let us not tarry. On to the next episode.
And on to our main featured story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
More local news today. The Tourism Board just released their latest figures, and somehow the number of visitors to the region fell by over 20% last season.
Well, that's fine by me, Jim. I just love it here. Maybe we'll keep it our little secret.
I like the sound of that, Glenda.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
listening to Second Moon, the station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly English correspondence from the listener. My dear Professor Hornbuckle, whereas I make no apology for my erudite, modesty demands that I prevaricate against the title. I am but a humble devotee of the form, and all my expertise derives merely from a life devoted to the gentle arts. Though I do thank you for the honor. But I digest. To continue. Professor Hornbuckle, as a traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road-weary soul. There now, my good fellow, chin up, as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps, eh? Here's a tune just for you, and I do hope it provides your aching spirit some modest desolation.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
What kind of future does music have if it doesn't look to its past? Well, I say the question speaks for itself. Here on Second Moon, we know you can't move forward unless you keep both eyes steadily trained on what's behind you.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But apparently that's not all good news. We're joined today by an expert guest, Professor Nutbutter.
Welcome, Professor. So, a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
Humans are programmed to desire certain representations within ideological reward structures, which are entirely apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human
Thank
psyche.
you, Professor.
It is a question of priorities.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets, you can expect delays on the major roads, especially during rush hour.
Good to know, Jim. Seems like everyone is in a hurry to get somewhere fast. It's worth slowing down. And if you can, plan your trip outside the rush.
Oh, I don't know. I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time. Besides, if I did that, I'd never get anywhere.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive, and try to stay off the streets until conditions improve. This has been a local public service announcement.
Second Moon Radio with your host, J. Thomas Hornbuckle. Tune in tomorrow for a second chance to hear the music of yesteryear.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boats.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
Has anyone seen my keys? My keys. What? We're on the air? Oh! Sorry about that. It's, nothing important. I just lost my keys. I'm sure they'll turn up. They're for the brown sedan parked outside the radio station. Oh, wait. I probably shouldn't have said that. If anyone finds them, please don't steal my car. I mean, the old hornbuckle mobile, please. Oh, good. Here they are. Well, never mind then. Thank you for listening to Second Moon.
Industry in the region is on the rise, and when business is doing well, that floats our boat.
There's no sinking this boat, Glenda. We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere in the city.
Road maintenance services have already been dispatched, and traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out, you might want to wait a little while until everything clears up.
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use reminding you. Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
And we have a new area ready to go. So quite a lot of things happening here and quite a lot of growth as well. First, we have 519,000 people in the city. So we broke through the 500,000 mark and blew it away. So pretty good. This area over here, it's all low density, not low density, how's that called? The low rent housing. That's what it's called. With the exception of a few buildings here on the main road, they are mixed zone buildings because I thought this area would do well with some commercial in it, and the main road is like the obvious place for that. And we did have a few buildings with some issues, like these two over here. Complain no car access because they are corner buildings in an area that it's not really a corner. So, like, because it's at the back there and it's far away from the road. Anyway, that's the game. I won't bother too much, but for those in here, I've replaced them with these car parks and they're busy. So I guess that was worth it. Added some more car parks in like seeing that, and I've added a few more to make sure that we have more options for people to park as well. Also did one over there. I saw a lot of people parking on the road and that was filling up too. So that's great. Also added some high capacity hospital in here, some high school, some elementary school in there. Just gave them everything that they needed. That's fireplace, there's police department in here as well. And I'm just trying to find that. I don't quite remember. This is the fire station. This is the police station. There we go. And then they have full coverage in here and also internet because they deserve it. Now, not just that, we have this basically this whole area over here. So from this road all the way to the top here, this is all zone, by the way, but we don't have enough demand for mid density, especially because we just built so much all at the same time. But it's doing well, and from time to time they start popping up again. I think it's just a matter of waiting for them to move in, and then they are ready to create or build those new buildings in there. Also a new tram depot because I've improved some of our tram lines and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. And oh yes, over here, another metro depot as well because we have more metro and we have a new line, which is quite good. Let me show you what that looks like. The new line starts here, go through there. There is a new stop right in the middle here. New stop in here, new stop in there. Then goes across, new stop in the industry here, new stop in the industry, new stop in the industry. So this is getting quite busy because this is connecting the whole industrial area, then commercial area and offices to the residential area in here. Give them easy connection to where they live, to where they work. And this being low density and all our lines are now free for them to use, this is getting an insane amount of usage. So if you look at this, we have few details, 3,000 people using this line. I think it's one of our best lines now. Oh, not by far. I'm very mistaken. We have a line with 16,000 people being used. Oh, wow. All right, I digress. That's not the best by far. It's one of the worst, actually, lines that we have. I think as we build, this will keep growing and helping us out, I guess. So that's fantastic. Actually, we do have like good utilization. As you can see, we have people waiting here, people waiting there, people waiting there. So this is moving quite a lot of people. And from time to time, if I go closer, you can see the amount of people coming in and out of this area. So this is quite good. And alleyways are here on purpose because I don't want this to be a high traffic area. This is more for pedestrians, and yeah, that's working. I think that's working really well. Now, how is this doing? Yeah, doing pretty well. Not a massive amount of people using or needing ambulances. Plenty of parks around this area as well. As you can see, parks, parks, parks. I could actually do a little park. I may do a gym just next to the car park in there. Just to help them out. Just because I can as well. And yeah, so tram lines. Where I've been messing around. It's basically, we have two lines in here, and that's really hard to see. I'll try to give you a little bit more light in there. So we had two stops in here. I split those stops for those lines from here and here because people weren't able to get out of the tram and get enough space for them to actually get out and leave people getting in. So it's basically wasn't working just because the amount of people on the same stop, and they couldn't walk through the walkway, they couldn't get out of trams, they couldn't get in, so it was a mess. Game get quite stuck when you have too many people in the same place. So I've moved those stops and that started working. If you see the uncut version, you see that even I cleaned it up, deleted some people in there just to open the area and people start like moving around. But I saw that that wasn't really working as well as I thought it would. So I've split the stops in there and added more trams to it as well, because just adding or splitting the stops there were enough. As you can see, you have 109 people in here, 290 in there, and 142. So basically, this area here is the busiest area on this line. But this is line number 3. If I look at line number 2, which is the other one that we have in here, and it's quite busy as well, you see that we also have busy in here. Maybe because it's 1 a.m. it's not as busy as it was a minute ago, but these 3 get pretty busy as well, and you can see there's a lot of people waiting there. And that's why we have this train that's missing one piece in here. I might actually, I'll leave it. When it goes for maintenance, it'll get fixed. Or should I delete it? I think I should delete it, to be honest. I have a stop this way? What is this? Oh, that's the one that goes that way. Alright, what I'll do here, I will grab it and I'll actually just remove it because we need like a proper drum in here. They will jump on the next stop and get the next drum. So that is not a problem. But yeah, this is why I've been working on that, and I think that has worked well for us. And with the car parks as well, this is now clear apart from a traffic accident in there. And we are using 3 new trams from here. All right, sounds good. Now, this will take some time to balance itself out, and I've noticed that we still have homeless issues in this city, and I don't think that is just a lack of jobs, because we do have a lot of jobs. It's just for some reason the game didn't fix my city, and I don't know what's happening or how I could fix it. What I could try to do is just turn on dev mode and take a look at this. You know what? Maybe that's what I'll take a look at. Give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Took me a while, but I'm back. And as you can see, we do have the dev mode on. And what is broken is this. As you can see, as the game plays, the no path to home keeps going up, which means these are zombies sims in the city that have nowhere to go. They count towards your population, and because of that, the population doesn't grow. So, kind of tough. I don't know exactly what to do here or how I could fix this. I think I saw that there is an option to actually disable the homeless in the dev menu, which should get this sorted, or at least hopefully should get this in a better state. But I have no idea where or how I can get that done. I don't know if this gives me a graph there. Yeah, this just keeps going up, and I'm pretty sure that there is an option just to track the homeless, not just the no path to home, because no path to home is basically homeless, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'll take another look at this, see if I can find the disabled homeless, and I'll be right back. Yeah, it didn't took me long. Went to simulation, and we do have the disabled homeless in there. And I will mark this up, and we'll see what's going to happen. There'll be a lot of people leaving the city, I hope. And then I don't know if it just deletes people, but we are already on an upward trend in there. So I don't know exactly how fast this would make a difference and how this would affect this number as well. This stuck loop and this no path home is actually making me worried, and this is something that I think we need to keep an eye on. I'll also take a look at this population decline now, because this was one of the issues that we were having. This wasn't really having any impact at all, and I want to make sure that we can have that all sorted. I'll leave this running for a second, see if this makes any difference and how that can play a role in our city here. All right, in theory, we are now homelessness 0, obviously we disable homeless. Unemployment, we just have 20. 9 people unemployed, if that's correct. Interesting, because when we look at here, it tells me over 3,000 people is actually unemployed. So not really sure how that plays a role in there, but I'm hoping this actually give us a better balance. What I've seen is that in the background here, we have a lot of new buildings coming up, which means that things might be balanced a little bit better and people are moving in again. So these should help us get where we wanted with this system. But yeah, pretty odd situation that we got in there. I think in a way I'll leave dev mode out now, because that is definitely not something that I want to keep playing with. But yeah, look at this. Now we're having a much higher trend and people moving in. Definitely something odd. I don't know if it's because the city was built with mods and we had that bye-bye homeless before I removed that before loading the game, so it shouldn't be an issue. But I don't know if that in some way broke the homeless system, and then there's just a lot of people not getting their new homes and finding a place to live. So not really sure what's happening there, but definitely something odd that happened. In any case, we are surviving. This is still there. Population growth is going up and down. That's all right. Education is the last thing that I want to show you, because with this change as well, we're educating a lot more people and all the graphics are going upwards, which is great because we do have jobs available for everyone. Over 10,000, and mostly we do need more uneducated people. We need more jobs for uneducated people, but I'm planning to educate them and move them into the poorly educated and the other tiers of education, so we actually reduce the amount of people that are unemployed because of the uneducation. But yeah, I think it feels like it's a little bit better now after removing the homeless. But yeah, I still go back to the normal, because that's not exactly how I want to play the game. But if this helps us and fix the city, then I'm all in for it. But for today, I think that'll be all. So, new low rent housing, new area for low density residential, medium density residential as well, improved transportation, and a new metro line as well for everyone. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you want to see in the last areas that we have. We have a little bit space over here, a little bit space over there, and those are the places where we will finish this. I also see some traffic in there for no reason at all.
Thank you, Professor.
Seriously, this is the reason why we have traffic. Why we have traffic?
Division is with us
Like,
in the studio.
come on, people.
Talk about why their
It's no traffic. It's just you being silly.
vital services
And I think that's the same thing over here. Yeah.
going to be
Oh, that's actually
councilman.
traffic accident, helicopter in there, lot of action in here. That makes sense to have traffic, you know? Now the other one is just a bit of silliness.
Sounds
But
like
yeah,
we're the ones who will
that's all for today. Thanks a lot for joining, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.